Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Amanda McFadden, and I'm going to be explaining why it is important to train your dogs, featuring Atlas and Aura. Training objectives. The reason why we want to have trained dogs is to understand why this dog training is important. It's important for many reasons, especially safety. Explaining how the training can improve the communication with dogs, demonstrating basic commands with dogs, and recognizing the differences between trained and untrained dogs. There's also an understanding of responsible pet ownership. Let's jump back to demonstrating the basic commands with dogs. I can actually demonstrate that right now. Atlas, come. Sit. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. There are many different kinds of training methods that you can use to train these animals. A couple of them can include equipment. I know I don't have that one on here, but equipment is a good one, especially clicker training and treat training. Lectures to explain the basic training concepts, videos to show trained versus untrained dog behaviors, activities to discuss common dog behavior problems, to practice demonstrating and practicing commands, and worksheets to review what was learned. The importance of this is to help people understand dog behavior and improve safety when working with and around dogs, and it builds confidence when handling dogs. Go sit down. Go lay down. Go lay down. You gotta go lay down. Behavior changes when we are teaching our dogs. We need to use positive training techniques with them and communicate better with the dogs. We identify and correct problem behaviors. And if we're not using positive, you gotta go lay down. Okay, hold on a second. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, if we're using positive dog training techniques, then we're going to come up with less problems in our dogs, because if we're not being aggressive, then our dogs aren't going to feed on the aggressiveness of us. My other dog, Aura, she is still a puppy, but she is learning. To evaluate the learning, we can use post-training surveys and observe practice techniques and gain feedback. Lesson plan and objectives, activities to introduce the dog behavior topics, instruction to explain why dog training is important. Practice can help learners demonstrate the skills that they know and that they have learned. Worksheets and discussion can reinforce the learning that they have already been taught. These are my references, okay, so I don't know why my thing keeps freezing. All right, let's do this. Okay, Aura, come. Sit. Down. Roll over. Roll over. You gotta roll over the whole way. You're cute. Roll over. Good girl. I don't know if that was easily seen. But when you learn dog training, you can get to more tricks, essentially. I will say that I personally trained both of my dogs. I do not have the ability to train as a profession. So what I wound up doing was I wound up repetitive behaviors and treat giving. Both of my dogs are very food motivated, so it's best to find what works for your animal. What works for mine is food motivation. My dogs love their treats, so teaching them tricks was solely based on me having them work for the treat, essentially, and then using the repetitive, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and not giving them the treat until they've completed the trick, essentially. But I will say that dog training isn't just a one and done. It does take time, and it does take a lot of practice. So when it's done, it's great, and you can really work towards it being really great. I wish you all luck, and that is it for my presentation. Thank you.